Welcome to this video where we'll get to measure angles. I hope you have your instrument for measuring angles, a protractor, and you also have some angles that you're set to measure. All right, I'm going to bring out my protractor now and measure these three angles here. I know you might have guessed one right already, so we're going to confirm that first of all. So how do we measure with a protractor? This is how a protractor looks like. Okay. How do we measure with a protractor? You make sure that the center of the protractor right here aligns with the vertex of your angle. That's one. And then the edge of your protractor, either this edge or the other edge, aligns with one of the lines of your angles. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Now the center of the protractor is aligning with my vertex right here as the edge of this protractor aligns with one of the lines of my angles. Okay. When that is done, I can now read what the other line says. The other line says 90 degrees. That means this angle is 90 degrees, just as you might have guessed correctly. So this is a right angle, angle 90. I can write that out and then get ready to also measure the other angle. So this is 90 degrees. Let's move on. Now, first of all, looking at this angle, is it, we know it's not a right angle, it doesn't look like this, but is it an acute angle or an obtuse angle? Remember, any angle less than 90 degrees is an acute angle. So this is an acute angle. So we bear that in mind as we begin to measure it. All right. So we'll take it up here. Remember, the center of the protractor was aligned with the vertex of your angle, and one line of your angle must align with the edge where the protractor reads 0 or 180. Okay, so this is it. I then get to read the other line to know the measure of this angle. This says 60. All right, this says 60, 61, 62, 63. So this will be 63. This angle reads 63. Let me take my protractor out and write 63. So this angle reads 63. Reads 63. Let me put that there. So this is 63 degrees. Degrees is what we use to measure. It's how we describe angles. All right. And then to the last angle, this isn't a right angle and it's not an acute angle. It's much more than a right angle. So it's an obtuse angle. That means we're going to read the part of the protractor that has numbers more than 90 degrees. Okay, so we align the vertex with the center of the protractor and one of the lines with the edge of the protractor that reads 0 or 180. And now we can read what this angle measures. Just want to make sure it aligns perfectly. Yes, and now we can go ahead and read what this angle measures. Okay, so this is 120. If that's 120, here we'll have 120, 121. This reads 122. This reads 122. So we'll take this out and write 122. Okay. So this angle reads 122 degrees. Great, as simple as that, right? Okay, so let's see how we can also use a protractor to draw an angle, to actually create an angle, to draw an angle. So first of all, you draw a straight line. Let's draw a straight line. First of all, any line, just make sure it's straight with a ruler. So you draw a straight line. And then let's say we want to measure angle 75 degrees. So what do? We bring our protractor to this straight line, the edge of the protractor aligning itself with this. Okay. So the center of the protractor at the beginning, at one of the end points of the line, and the edge of the protractor aligning itself with the line, and then we look for 75. Where do we have 75? Right there. So we're going to fix a point where we have 75. Okay, let me do that now. So we have 75 here. Yeah, somewhere here. Okay, yes. So that's our point there. So when you're done fixing a point where you have 75, you take out your protractor and then you join a line from the point to this end point of the first line you drew. Okay, with a ruler. The line can stop at this point or cross through it. So let's quickly do that and then we'll measure to see if we got that right. Okay, so from the end point of the line you drew to, okay, I don't think I got that right. Let me redo that. The very end point, through this line, this dot right here, that's it. Still not. Let me try one more time. One more time. Okay. So make sure you use a ruler, okay? So we go this way, through the point, just to be sure. Okay, we'll manage that. And then we measure the angle. It's going to be something close to 75 degrees. Okay, there we go. And we almost got it. Yeah, and there. Yeah, so this is actually 76, not 75. So if you want a 75, you can retake that again and get a 75 degrees. So that's how you measure your angle, and that's how you also draw angles. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have fun practicing measuring angles and drawing angles.